Yo, 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 yo. Pyramid plot from the bottom to the peak. Ash weaving lies, truth ain't weak. Naysayers squawking, no new speak. Scheme crumbling, cult shattered, bleak. Promises of wealth, gold feathered truth. Onpassive dreams, scans hollow booth. Eyes unblind, it's time to sleuth. Escape the web, find proof in youth. Time to bounce, leave the cult zone. Scheme falling, let it be known. Naysayers truth, our daggers thrown. Ashes kingdom, we're breaking the stone. Digital deceit on passive streets. Scams run deep, feel the beats. Investors cry, no way to eat. Unmasking this fraud, no repeats. Ashes words, smoke screen facade. Promises broken, dreams all charred. We've woken up, we're off guard. Breaking free, cut the cord, charred. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Yeah. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Blocks falling, schemes broken, ash got them choking, wallets getting stolen. Promises of gold, dreams been molded, naysayers expose lies, truth unfolded. Naysayers in the streets, ash skin unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling into the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ash skin unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling into the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ash skin unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Spinning tales, tales in the dark. Got folks in trance, hypnotized by the spark. Dim truth peek and find your mark. No riches here, just an empty park. Preaching progress or reality twisted. Onpassive dreamers, naive and misfitted. Broken promises, karma never resisted. Naysayers can't tell how we existed. Still you'll catch your time, ain't mine. Naysayers don't tell you we speak what's true. Onpassive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey, Ash and his game wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in the dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ashes empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We work, you know we won't stay. I won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. They say us rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Stop going there.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a fabulous, amazing FriYAY. Happy FriYAY, everyone. I am glad to be here, We are doing a normal FriYAY today, just as promised. So I am so happy that you could make it here. I hope you are ready for a good one. Albs is in it to scam it as always. And Joe says, greetings, everyone. If you can fall asleep to me, then you deserve the rest. All right? You obviously need it, Joe. Hello, Violet, in it to wing it, as they are. And hello, Serena. Good to see you. I hope that your car's doing all right. Sam is here. And so is Nev with pink hand wavings. I like the pink hand wavings. And little Miss Lulu. Yes, it's finally FriYAY. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. And Chris is here. Yes, we are having a FriYAY. We are. Here we are. Hello, Mr. Level. I'm glad that you could make it. Yes, I am. Marty did stop going there. I guess so, huh? I guess so. I guess he did. Marty did stop going there. Well, except when he keeps pandering, hoping Ash will take him back. It's kind of like back and forth, eh? Like 1 minute he's glad to be out, and he's like, fuck those guys. They suck. I love Lev AI. And then the next minute he's like, but you know, I do still believe in it. It's like, make up your mind. You keep forgetting to add garbage insect. I do keep forgetting. I wonder if I could do it right now. Let's see. Edit name and I don't know even know if it will fit. Garbage insect. Oh, it's too long. Maybe we can just do insect. There we go. Garbage insect. Then it gets too long. We have reached the number of characters of words that they're allowed to call me that I can put in my title. That is the maximum amount. Unless they call me something that's shorter than 4 letters, which there are lots of things that they can call me that are 4 letters. So there's that. I haven't had a Lev AI email from Marty since the last live, I think Monday night. Interesting. I don't think I have either. That really was the best thing Ash did for him. Besides feeding him. Hand feeding! Fed him by hand. Lord. Oh, Lord. So we're going to start off today, as we always start off, Onpassive meme review. Yes, the Onpassive meme review. Everybody's favorite first segment of FriYAY. It's the only first segment of FriYAY, so haha. When I first saw this, I was like, maybe they are accepting it's over. But I guess not. It says, Onpassive, good night. Reminds me of Sheldon and his good day. Good night, sir, good night. Onpassive, go to sleep. Onpassive, you are over. Onpassive, the end. I don't know why they're all facing this rocket. It looks like a rocket to me, not a building. I think it's supposed to be a building because it's like in the middle of the city there. But I don't know. It looks like a rocket. I guess maybe they're finally shooting Ash up into space. Marty is able to get to the top of another scam before the rest of the Onpassive sheep finally realize the truth and start looking for another scam. Maybe. New Direction meme reviews are going to be really shit, so let's enjoy what we still get. Very true. Very true. But there's a whole group of people here. No clue who they are. They don't look like anyone that we would recognize. Once again. And then it's funny because in the bottom right-hand corner, it's made by Meta AI. And I just, the irony makes me laugh. Onpassive AI company. This meme was made by another AI. No one in India seems to know Onpassive is gone. Oh, there's quite a few people in India that have switched over, but you have to be on Facebook in order to see it. A lot of people have moved on to other ones as well. There's a lot of scams out there in their groups. But yes, they do still have a very, very big following coming from India. But it's okay because we have all won in Onpassive. Good night again. Good night. There's none that say good morning or good afternoon or good day. Wherever you may be. Susie here. Westchester, New York. But yeah, no. We all have one in Onpassive. Good night. And again, not sure who these people are. But at least they did kind of try to tag the bottom right-hand corner with Onpassive. That made me giggle. I was like, oh, look, they're trying to claim it as their AI. That's kind of cute. Look at that. Also, do they sell these shirts? That would be some good merch. Maybe if you sold Onpassive merch, you could make money. I don't know. Yes, I only see it on YouTube. YouTube is like really bad for it. And I feel like a lot of the ones on YouTube are bots. But if you look up Onpassive on Facebook, there's quite a few people that have switched over. Some of the groups have been taken over by us. So that is happening. It's very slow, though. And there is still a very big devoted following from India. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. They're swingers. Oh, my. It does kind of look like that, does it? Two couples? I mean, maybe. Ash Mufara holding the future in his hands. And then I was like, that's not Ash Mufara. That's Al. That's Al holding the future in his hands. But it's actually the world. He's got the whole world in his hands, and we're all in trouble. We are all in very big trouble if that happens. Once again, though, still Onpassive, still with the brand of Onpassive. Which, I don't think they're supposed to be doing that anymore. Also, Onpassive does not make robots. And if you saw this, you would probably think that they made robots. It's just very weird. SEC, bye-bye Onpassive is unstoppable. And that is exactly how I read it the first time I read it. SEC, bye-bye Onpassive is unstoppable. Like it says, SEC, bye-bye Onpassive. I like that one better. I fixed it. The SEC says, bye-bye Onpassive. Then we got the Starboys, Al, saying, peace out. And there's, I guess that's Ash on the rocket behind them there. From the first meme. The earth is flat. Lasai. Here we have a wonderful... Now, I'm really sure why this is made with Meta AI, because this looks exactly like when you do one of those Facebook statuses and then you like put the background. So I was like, why didn't they just do that? But I guess they used AI to kill the environment in order to say, I am founding members of Onpassive. I love very, very excited moving forward. New direction company, boom, boom. I mean, they've got us. What am I supposed to say to that? I don't even understand it. They're going to get Ash in trouble. Well, let them. Red's in denial. His recap of yesterday's webinar was laughable. We will be watching it. Killing the environment and a chicken, apparently. Oh my. Boom, boom. It's like they stole Marty's boom, baby. But yeah, I am founding members. You are founding members of Onpassive. I love very, very excited moving forward. New direction company, boom, boom. I'm sure it was really important what he was saying. We have Ash in the sky. They made him look like a spirit. You know, it looks weird. The opacity is off. Ash Mufara, be ready for new vehicle. We are very exited. Which I was like, yeah, no, that's true. You are definitely exited. Fire! It's coming. Keep your eyes on OES back office. New direction company. Loading the OES. And then the Onpassive logo again, because we don't give it up. And then we have Julie up there. Now, Julie's very clear, and so is the guy that made this meme. I'm assuming that's who that is. Which is Mr. Urshid Shake. That's what it says. Because on the truck back there it says founders is or affiliates is and then his name. So he belongs to them. But that's him. So I'm not really sure why Ash is like see-through. Ash looks like he's a spirit in the sky. And then they're just floating circles. It's very weird. The whole thing's weird. But I mean, at least they're coming around, as you can see. We are very exited. That you are. Yeah, technically it says Vichel. Vikel? I'm not sure how you would pronounce that, honestly. We are very exited. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hello, Serene. Good to see you. It's the Vichel. That's correct, isn't it? It is, okay? That's how you spell it, obviously. This was a screenshot taken of the Heroes webinar. And doesn't it just sum up things beautifully for us? I mean, need I say more? Need I say more? Look at them. I mean, here they are, guys. Apparently our world's greatest minds. All in one webinar. We are so lucky. Yes, they are still doing it. It is very much the same as always. Mr. Gouda! Mr. Gouda wasn't going as hard the last few weeks as he usually does. A little weird. But this one was very cute from Mr. Gouda. Has this little, I think it's supposed to be a leprechaun because there's like clovers all around it. And it says, "Hello, I am your happiness. From now on, I will be with you because I see that you need me very much." And then he signs his name. Isn't that nice? Violet's probably very excited. Mr. Gouda will be with us forever, Violet. We need him very, very much. So there's that. He looks so happy to be here. The mustache kills me. I can't with this. Oh, Mr. Gouda. So cheesy. This one's interesting. Hello, Jelly. Good to see you. Happy FriYAY. He's part of your redhead crew. Now he is. He's trying to be anyway. This one makes my eyes hurt. But it says, Ash Mufareh, CEO, success with Ash Mufareh, Gene S. Oliva. And it's Gene's way of announcing the group that they have just made, which is now called Success with Ash Mufareh, which is something that nobody has experienced, so should be fascinating. But what cracks me up, other than Gene's awful headshot that she's posted on here from the 90s, is the pictures of Ash Mufareh once again that they choose to include here on this godforsaken awful background. I don't know what that's supposed to be about. It's the 70s cornset. It does look like it. It does. And then following this looks like the cover of one. Gene scams Oliva, right? Gene Golden Corral still on the table? Maybe. You can ask her. Did she make this so weird? I think so. And then somebody else stole it and was sharing it. The irony is fantastic, right? No, she didn't make it, so somebody else made it for her. But, check out these pictures of Ash. From afar, you just kind of look, and at first you're kind of like, oh, they're like the pictures we usually see, right? A few of them are probably familiar to you. But just take a second. We have Ash laughing like a hyena in the top left. We have Ash talking about how he's going to fuck the whole world in the middle top there. You know, he's probably a middle top. No. Then on the far right corner at the top, it's that usual picture that Ash posted of himself, along with the bottom left picture in the corner. You know, you've seen that one a lot. The one in the middle is obviously an AI generated image. And the ones on either side of it, he looks like he's about to take a poop. Or like someone just gave him some very bad information. He just doesn't look happy. And then we have him praying at the bottom. Which, you know, it's just kind of interesting. You know? You know? Just kind of interesting. He's praying. I don't know who to. I mean, if God sent him down here to save humanity, who's he praying to? Like, should we all be more worried, you know? But I'm not here to ask those types of questions, I guess. Looks like his brain cell is malfunctioning, right? Michelle, meaning, represents innovation, independence, determination, courage, sincerity, and activity. All things that Onpassive does not have. Even activity. Praying? Now he's praying. Yep. That's right. Just something to ponder a bit. Now there's this one. I would not get in this vehicle. Or Michelle. I just wouldn't. Get ready for corporate webinar, 14th of August, 2025. And then the rest of it I have trouble reading. Like it says, boom! Pruning for, and it looks like it says strange something, but I can't make it out. And then it says, boom! Fueled by purpose, and then I can't make it out. And then the other one says, boom, and it ends in something new. Like that's what it actually says, the word something and then the word new. I don't know what they're supposed to say. But then it says, Ash Mufareh, From the shadows to the sunrise, a unified vision. There you have it, guys. There you have it. Who's that? Remember, there are BET and AET pictures of Ash. Before ear tag and after ear tag. Also, he's giving us the peace sign like he's just about to drive off and leave us in his dust. So again, maybe we should be worried. This is so irritating. It is. Here we have Pear Ash. Let me introduce you all to Pear Ash. Maybe an Ash you've never seen. This here, New Direction. It's tagged. So now you're going to see the Onpassive tag disappearing and them tagging everything as New Direction. And here's Ash Mufara in a pear. And it says Ash Mufara, working to change your life. Eyes wide open, eyes on OES. What does it have to do with fruit or pears? I don't know. I don't know. What are they dropping on the pear? I don't know. Should we be worried? Probably. I think maybe this whole meme review is just a giant warning to all of us. I really thought Onpassive would fizzle out. I was so wrong. You really were. Yep. That's just like when I was first watching Onpassive, and we all thought that eventually a product would launch and go for sale. You know, because he had failed like 7 times. It was like, how many times can you fail this before you eventually just accidentally get it right? You know, like, eventually he has to get it right. Come on. And, oh, well, we're still waiting now. But No Connect was never actually for sale, so here we are. And on it goes. I would say like a pear, but that doesn't make sense here. Again, I have no clue why they put them in a pear. Onpassive. A legend reborn. Or actually, a legend reborn with power. Ash Mufara. And here's Al again, I guess. That one was from Vinit. Vinit! Alp says, imagine being stupid enough to think that ceasing all operations, paying $35 million and not being allowed to run an MLM for 8 years was actually winning. Right? I know. Just saying. We should probably look into getting matching team jackets. We should. Which Al is your guys' favorite? Do you like this Al? Do you miss our old Al? Do you miss O Robot? Whatever happened to O Robot? I guess that's not a thing anymore. I'm still waiting for Odit. Success with Ash Mufara, and there's a trophy behind him. They have that picture of him just in the car, Mafia Ash driving, and then at the bottom there, I think that's supposed to be Nuno, but you've all seen Nuno. I don't know, is that Nuno? And AI Nuno, and then we have the Onpassive logo again. And people holding hands, probably family holding hands on the beach. They're not aware that the sun is about to burn them all to death. Just burnt onto my retinas. I'm waiting for O Academy. Get some good nuggets of info there. That's right. Wonder if they'll teach us how to not run a scam. I should write a book, How to Not Run a Company, and then tell the story of Onpassive. People would probably buy it. His O founders would buy it, and they would still be a part of Onpassive while reading it. That's the sad thing. There is no success with Ash Mufara. That's an oxymoron. With a moron. Then we're getting a lot of Nuno Santos AI art right now. I'm kind of sad about. I'd almost rather their crazy busy memes, you know? Because at least then they're putting the time into putting the letters on and the images on. When they just use the AI, it's lazy. You know? Don't do that. Don't do that. And this one says, after pruning, we will see the fruits. I don't know what's up with them and fruits today. Ash Mufara and Nuno Santos. Santos. Ash Mufara. And it makes me laugh because it looks like he's about to cut a tree full of people as fruit in that one image. But then it also makes me laugh because Santos is in larger letters than Ash Mufara's in. Like Santos, Nuno is like, listen, I am actually, I'm actually the catch here. All right? Not that Ash Mufara guy. Don't pay attention to him. You're all here for me, Nuno Santos. So I like that one. 0 out of 10. I'm waiting for the Vibe lifestyle and crypto and sports betting courses to launch on Academy. Can't wait. That will be so good. Because a new future is coming. Again, Ash Mufara, Nuno Santos. And I'm like, I don't know who these people are, but it's not Ash Mufara or Nuno Santos. So I don't know where this journey's going. I think it's supposed to be a road heading into the city. That's what it looks like based on what I can see. But these are the only lights that Onpassive would keep on then. And so Salami decided to have some fun and make us some movie covers. This is The Prune. A film by John White and Bill Must. Coming to a theater near you. Soon. They promise. It's coming. The sequel. Marty is Lev AI. That will come out after the first one, of course. Oh, it was Guinea that made these? Thank you. Thank you. I just know that you sent them. So it was Guinea that made this. So this is the sequel. Marty is Lev AI. I like this one. After those come out, the next one will be Psychopath. I'm so sorry, Mr. Level. I didn't hear about this later. Why did you do Julie like that? Psychopath, the film by John White and Bill Must. The phone keeps on ringing. It's O-Founders. They're having OES login issues. And no matter how much sleep she needs, they won't stop calling. Coming to a theater near you. Right? Julie looks crazy. Well, she's the psychopath. Musty Bill. You can't really do that with the other one, though. She's not in a good mood. Oh no, it looks worse. Sky or Julie? Well, now you gotta try and decide. That is your homework for the evening, Mr. Level. You have to decide if Sky is worse or if Julie is worse. I think Johnny used to joke that Julie ran communist re-education centers. Well, this is what happens. You cross her. You end up there. You end up looking like this. You know? This reminded me of the good old days. The good old days of the memes, you know? I was like, now this is the memes that I like seeing. Not the AI junk they've been giving us. Not that. This is perfect. Ash Live in 2025. Refund. ICANN. NDCA. GITEX. Dubai Police. The Metro Station. We got a unicorn. We got the jet. The city. The hearts. This has everything on it. Even has some extra O-founders down in the bottom right corner. It's beautiful. Beautiful. This is what I like to see, the ecosystem. This is truly the ecosystem. $97 refund. I know, we haven't thought about that in so long. We used to talk about it every day. GITEX, that's right. Oh my Lanta. What an era. I know. It's just madness. It's madness. It's massive. That's right. That's right. I was like, this is nice. I miss these. Although it does look like somebody is jumping off the top of the building in the top right corner. So, I don't know. Maybe we should not be celebrating so soon. But I don't know. I just like it. I just like it. Yeah, comfort's down there, Elves. But it's like, that's right. That's what I come here for. These memes. These ones right here. So, every time that you look at it, you'll see something different that you probably missed the last time. This is the Dream Team's art with Dr. Derek, Dr. Benny, and all the other doctors. In quotations. Yeah. All the other doctors. That's right. Meme for the busy doctor wants to dream. This was shared out. I don't know why they did this to us. But this was shared out by a few people on YouTube and Facebook, and I couldn't help but laugh because look at Ash. Like, what happened to his teeth? Did someone finally catch up to him and punch him in the mouth? Like, you robbed me? You robbed me, motherfucker! And that's what he looks like now. Like, what is happening? What is happening? All right, sometimes you got to double check the remove the background and make sure it doesn't remove things like their eyes or their teeth like that. Because this just looks, well, I'm horrified. I'm horrified. Okay? I'm scared. I don't like it. Bitch better have my money. That's what happened. I swear. Also, I don't ever remember, like, the live of this picture, and I've thought about this before. Like, I've always kind of been like, where does this picture come from? Seems to be from, like, a lost live. You got the same teeth as Sean. Vampire teeth. It does look like that. Definitely don't want to get bitten this man, that's for sure. And then we have this. This is getting shared all around. They were like, look at our CEO. He is so cool. Isn't it awesome? Look at this. And it's so funny because even the caption here is, I want to welcome everyone on this live global. He's doing a peace sign. And I was like, oh God, now we got to look at this Ash. Now we got to look at this Ash for the next 10 years. They'll be posting this around everywhere. But just another case of like, why did we pick this one? Is it because of the peace sign? And then I stared at it for a really long time. Like, I don't know why. I was just kind of sitting here. It was on my screen. I was doing something, writing something in a notebook, and I looked up, and I was staring at it, and I went, Is it even his hand? Is it Ash giving a peace sign? Or did they add it in? And then I stared at it for so long that I can't tell the difference now. So tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think this is actually him doing the peace sign? I mean, it's not like we haven't seen him do the peace sign before. Or do you think that this was added in after? Let me know your thoughts. But again, I don't know why they shared this one. Right? It's awful. It's a terrible pic. Terrible. I don't think that's his head shape. I'm not sure what happened. Neither am I, but I was like, I don't know why you chose to share this one out. This one's not very good. Yes, that's exactly what happened, Nobs. And everyone, that is it for today's Onpassive Meme Review! Yay! We got through the meme review! Ooh. Again, a lot of the pictures that they're posting up now are just like AI ones, and they haven't been as busy as they were. So I'm thinking now they'll probably start back up again now that the new direction company is starting for them. You know? Did I eventually see a 3D dinosaur? Because I was staring at it for so long. I saw the word scam. It was very weird. So next on the list of things that I want to react to, we have a good old Bill Must Productions. Bill Must Productions is always delivering the best. This one is all about the BAM! The BAM! You know? Just a little bit of BAM!
Rise up, dreamers, the moment is now. उठो सपनों वालों अभी का है ये पल. Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Onpassive's newest theme song.
Shoulders back, take a stand, make a vow. कंधे पीछे खड़े हो जाओ, कसम खाओ. Up no limits, no fear, we're breaking the mold. कोई सीमा नहीं, कोई डर नहीं, ढाल रहे हैं पुराने ढांचे को. Our stories being written in red, white and gold. हमारी कहानी लिखी जा रही है लाल सफेद सोने में. From the grind to the glow, we push through the pain. मेहनत से लेकर चमक तक दर्द के बीच भी आगे बढ़ते हैं. Every loss is a lesson, every setback a gain. हर हार एक सीख है, हर रुकावट एक फायदा है. We don't wait for the call, we make it ourselves. हम बुलावे का इंतजार नहीं करते, हम खुद बुलाते हैं. With passion like thunder and hearts full of wealth. बिजली जैसे जोश के साथ दिल धन से भरे. Feel the spark in your chest, that's the flame. छाती में चिंगारी महसूस कर रहे हो, वो है आग. We're not chasing the dream, we are the name. हम सपने के पीछे नहीं भाग रहे, हम खुद नाम है. So lock in, focus tight, take aim. तो तैयार हो जाओ, ध्यान केंद्रित करो, निशाना साधो. Hide in your dedication, feel it ignite. अपनी लगन को बढ़ाओ, उसे जलता हुआ महसूस करो. We're the spark in the dark, turning night into light. तेरे में चिंगारी है, रात को उजाले में बदल रहे हैं. Get excited, get loud, let your spirit run free. उत्साहित हो जाओ, जोर से चिल्लाओ, अपनी आत्मा को आजाद कर दो. This is who we are, this is meaning, यही हम हैं, यही है. Bum, bum, bum. That's the sound of the future, knocking on the door. भविष्य की आवाज है ये दरवाजे पर दस्तकते रही. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. We don't just win, we want more. हम सिर्फ जीते नहीं, हम चाहते हैं. Found us rising with vision so clear. संस्थापक उठ रहे हैं साफ दृष्टि के साथ.
building empires from whispers and fear. फुसफुसाहट और डर से साम्राज्य बना रहे हैं. Affiliate strong, united we stand. सहयोगी मजबूत, एकजुट खड़े हैं हम. Hand in hand, making history, hand in hand. हाथ में हाथ, इतिहास बना रहे हैं हाथ में हाथ. No room for the weak, no time for the slow. कमजोर के लिए कोई जगह नहीं, धीमे के लिए कोई वक्त नहीं. We move like a storm, let the whole world know. हम तूफान की तरह चलते हैं, पूरी दुनिया को बता दो. Success isn't luck, it's will, grit and soul. सफलता कोई भाग्य नहीं, ये इच्छा शक्ति, हिम्मत और आत्मा है. And we're taking control, reaching for the goal. और हम काबू में ले रहे हैं, लक्ष्य तक पहुंच रहे हैं. Can you hear it? The beat of the drum. क्या सुन रहे हो? ढोल की थाप. The revolution's here, and it's just begun. क्रांति आ गई है, और अभी शुरुआत हुई है. Hide in your dedication, feel it ignite. अपनी लगन को बढ़ाओ, से जलता हुआ महसूस करो. We're the spark in the dark, turning night into light. हम अंधेरे में चिंगारी है, रात को उजाले में बदल रहे हैं. Get excited, get loud, let your spirit run free. उत्साहित हो जाओ, जोर से चिल्लाओ, अपनी आत्मा को आजाद कर दो. This is who we are, this is meaning. यही हम हैं, यही है. Bum, bum, bum. That's the sound of the future knocking on the door. भविष्य की आवाज है, ये दरवाजे पर दस्तक दे रही. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. We don't just win, we want more. हम सिर्फ जीते नहीं, हम चाहते हैं. You feel that? That pulse, that power. महसूस कर रहे हो वो धड़कन, वो ताकत. That's you. वो तुम हो. That's us. वो हम हैं. That's unstoppable. वो अटल है. Now rise. अब उठो. Now roar. अब दहाड़ो. Now bam. अब बम. Hide in your dedication, let it fly. अपनी लगनों को बढ़ाओ, उसे उड़ता हुआ देखो. We're the fire in the sky, burning bright and high. हम आसमां में आग हैं, तेज और ऊंचे जल रहे हैं. Get excited, founders claim what's yours. उत्साहित हो जाओ, संस्थापक को अपना हमला ले. We don't just win, we want more. Genesis जिंदगी में नहीं, हम मौजूदा चाहते हैं. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. He's to answer the whole man. He comanda और बुझिया जान जाएगी. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. This is the sky, that we run fire. Let's go. हम यहाँ रुकने आए हैं, और हम आग में हैं. जमो. What? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. We're just bringing it down your head. Let's go. Channel. Bum. Bum.
Boom. That's it. That's the end. So that was fun. That was their new In It to Win It. Apparently, it was shared as the new Onpassive Anthem, which had me cracking up a bit. I was like, oh my, that's different than In It to Win It for sure. I'll give them that. This is horrible. I will say though, like, there are some parts of it where I'm like, you know, like, you could work with it, you know? It could turn into a banger. It's just crazy long. Excuse me. It's like 7 minutes long. So it's like, why? Why did you make a 7-minute long song of this? That's insane. But, you know, they still were not done. They still were not done giving us pure gold. Pure gold. So now we need to talk about, you know, because last time that we talked about Bill Musk, John White, Ash Mufareh, we talked about coffee shops. Today, I'm going to ask you to embrace the Catbird seats.
The Catbird seat. A journey with Mr. Ash Mufareh's New Direction Company. The next big thing that Mr. Ash Mufareh is developing is the biggest technological advancement ever to hit the internet.
Oh, please.
We, the founders and affiliates who joined Mr. Ash Mufareh's former company, are in the Catbird seat. What is the Catbird seat? The Catbird seat is an idiomatic phrase describing an enviable position with the upper hand in negotiations.
They're like, the Catbird seat is where he sits. In that coffee shop. Because he's a giant pussy.
This perfectly encapsulates the position we founders and affiliates hold in Mr. Ash Mufareh's New Direction Company.
Oh.
We should all be dancing.
Not Catbird, not Catmo, right? Exactly.
In the streets of every place New Direction Company is headed.
Not to that news.
It doesn't matter how many others are around.
I almost had a culinary trying to dance to that.
We founders and affiliates are at the very top. No one in those countries will ever surpass us. If that doesn't excite you, call an ambulance because you might need resuscitation. After seeing the new developments, you should envision how you will completely change your life for the better.
Nobody here needs an ambulance, right? If that song went on for another couple minutes, I might have. But nobody needs an ambulance, right? We can all continue. Everyone's all good. All good. Is this new? I seem to remember something very similar to this a few months ago, right? Yeah, this is a new one. Mm-hmm. But aren't they all just the same one over and over again?
The Catbird seat awaits. With about 800,000 founders and affiliates in this privileged position, we have a unique advantage. We don't need passports to travel in Mr. Ash Mufareh's New Direction Company.
So that one's interesting because in this one, this slide here, as you'll see, and as you heard, they say that they had about 800,000 founders and affiliates, which of course is the number that the SEC gives. So I find it interesting that they're like, yeah, we read the SEC complaint. We know there's 800,000 of us. It's like, okay, that was back when they sued you, though. 2023. I'm sure there's less now, but sure. So, you know, just interesting that they bring up that's how many people are in Onpassive now. Not 1.4 million anymore. 800,000. They're learning very, very slowly, but maybe they're learning.
We can bypass border crossings, checkpoints, and all the worries related to global travel. We are passengers riding in the Catbird seat of Mr. Ash Mufareh's New Direction Company. You might not see it, but as long as Mr. Ash Mufareh and his technology team are on this journey, we are traveling with them.
You might not see anything. You might not see any of the products, but we promise you, they're there.
Soon, we will become the envy of all who had this vision in their grasp but let it slip away.
Can't wait. Again, I thought you were saving all of humanity. I didn't realize that you could be selective in that, but anyway.
Don't let anyone make you lose your spot in the Catbird seat.
Now it's a Catbird seat in the coffee shop.
Positions will soon open up when the New Direction Company launches,
Oh, yeah?
bringing in more affiliates, not founders. Remember, the founder position closed permanently on June 21st, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
But worry, new affiliates. You will thrive in ways you've never experienced before because of Mr. Ash Mufareh's New Direction
Actually,
Company.
no, you won't. Mr. Ash Mufareh is not allowed to offer you any commissions, whether it's a public or private company. Okay? At all. He's not allowed to offer you anything in that type of business structure, which also would include affiliate stuff. So get ready, guys. You ready? You getting ready? Okay, I'm ready. Come on. Everybody's ready at this point. Here we go. Woo!
Hear that hum, it's the future coming alive. Ashmoofers building the ultimate drive. 800,000 of us front row elite, watching the greatest tech hit the street. They talk about progress, but they're stuck in the race. We're in the cockpit, prime viewing space.
I felt the tremor beneath the ground.
In the cockpit. Also, what's with this song? Sounds more AI and bizarre almost than any of the other ones that they've released.
This ain't just business, it's destiny found. No borders to cross, no gates to unlock. Riding this rocket straight to the top. They had the vision, but let it all slide. Now envy's the shadow where they'll hide.
If this don't make your spirit ignite, call the medics, check if you're right.
Cause what we're seeing, it's about to unfold, is worth more than diamonds or mountains of gold.
We're in the Catbird sea.
Yeah!
Top of the world, can't be beat. New directions taking flight.
What's with them and cats?
Bathed in digital light.
We're in the Catbird sea.
Whoa!
Watching the future
Cat
grow
bear.
concrete, founder standing tall.
I thought it was the cat bird. Now there's a cat bear? How many cat animals are there?
And proud.
Screaming our name out loud.
They scramble below, same tech, same fight, while we're ascending in pure
And now
starlight.
there's
No
cows,
passport
too.
needed, no checkpoint glare, just as blueprint.
Are we building Old McDonald's farm? Like, what's going on? Now there's also cows.
Beyond compare, that launch pad's rumbling, the countdown's begun.
For everyone else, they're out in the sun.
Don't you dare waver, don't give up your chair, that velvet position.
I don't know what it is, but like the voice is bothering me. It's almost like shaky or something. I can't quite put my finger on what it is that they did to this.
The new faces arrive, affiliates hustling, ready to thrive, but founder status locked in the past. This golden ticket designed to last. If this don't make your spirit ignite, call the medics, check if you're alright.
Cause what we're holding, it's the ultimate key to build a life like you never thought you could be.
We're in the Catbird sea.
Higher!
Cat beard. Oh my god, now they're after the whiskers.
Purpose, pure fire, new direction, shining bright.
Rewriting wrong to right.
We're in the
Rewriting wrong to right, Lord.
Catbird sea.
Louder!
Standing where doubt can't reach, founders united.
Hey, you can't do that in an AI song. Louder. Nobody heard that. The song's made with AI, and since the song isn't conversing with itself, Jesus Christ, it's not gonna pick up that the next part's supposed to be louder. Or you just end up with someone just screaming louder on your fucking track. Like, who are you yelling that to? It's like ridiculous. Come on. If you're gonna do the AI songs, at least like try to figure things like that out, you know? Like, it's just silly.
Masters of the promised land. Feel the vibration, it's the engine's deep roar.
What was that?
Action is tech.
Like she like sped up there all of a sudden. It's so weird.
Team opening the door.
We're riding shotgun wherever they steer.
The envy of millions, crystal clear.
June 21st, 2022. Mark the moment, it's me and you. We own the Catbird seat.
Forever
Bound together, never to sever. New direction, the name.
ignite.
Only Onpassive would take the day that their business ceases to recruit, their MLM business stops recruiting, as a day to celebrate. Like, that wasn't a good thing for you guys. We celebrate that. You should not. Louder!
In the global flame.
We own the Catbird seat.
Unshakable
Future's looking unmistakable. Founders reign, it's understood. For the greater good. Catbird seed,
No ceiling.
just rising.
New direction.
Hear that hum, it's the future coming alive. Ash Muffers building the ultimate drive. 800,000 of us front row elite.
Ash Muffra! I think this is supposed to be a second song. I think.
Watching the greatest tech hit the street. They talk about progress, but they're stuck in the race. We're in the cockpit, prime view in space.
I felt the tremor beneath the ground.
Oh, I know why the song sucks. They made it in the cockpit. It's loud down there. That explains a lot, actually.
This ain't just business, it's destiny found. No borders to cross, no gates to unlock. Riding this rocket straight to the top.
They had the vision, but let it all slide. Now envy's the shadow where they'll hide.
If this don't make your spirit ignite, call the medics, check if you're alright.
Cause what we're seeing, it's about to unfold, is worth more than diamonds on mountains of gold.
We're in the
Maybe it's the same song. You know?
Catbird sea, yeah. Top of the world can't be beat. New directions taking flight. Bathing digital light. We're in the Catbird sea. Watching the future grow. Concrete founders standing tall and proud. Screaming our name out loud.
Below, same tech, same fight. While we're ascending in pure starlight. No
Maybe we should call a medic. And the ambulance. Surely this song is fucking with somebody right now.
passport needed, no checkpoint glare. Just ash blueprint beyond compare. That launch pad's rumbling, the countdown's begun. For everyone else, they're out in the sun.
Don't you dare waver, don't give up your chair. That velvet position beyond ultra rare. Soon doors swing open, new faces arrive. Affiliates hustling, ready to thrive.
But founder status locked in the past. This golden ticket designed to last.
If this don't make your spirit ignite, call the medics, check if you're alright.
Cause what we're holding.
Now, if you are an Onpassive, you probably should call the medics and check if you're all right. I'll give them that.
It's the ultimate key to build a life like you never thought you could be. We're in the Catbird sea, higher, fueled by a purpose, pure fire. New directions shining bright, rewriting wrong to right. We're in the Catbird sea.
See, they did the Suno thing again, but they did the free thing, and then it makes two songs, but with like the exact same lyrics. So what we're listening to now is basically two songs with the exact same lyrics, but and apparently the same people. Usually, but they usually switched up the people, but same people this time as well, just different tune.
Standing where doubt can reach. Founders united hand in hand, masters of the promised land.
The engines deep roar.
Ash and his tech team open the door.
Promised land again.
We're riding shotgun wherever they steer.
The envy of millions,
You can't be in the cockpit and riding shotgun.
crystal clear. June 21st, 2022. Marks a moment. It's me and you.
owns 800,000 people. What happened to the rest of them?
Forever bound together, never to sever. Direction, neither name. Igniting global flame. We own the Catbird seat. Futures looking unmistakable. Founders reign, it's understood for the greater good.
Catbird seat, no ceiling, just rising. New direction.
New direction. All right, so that was that one. That was interesting. And we got one more amazing Bill Must production. Hold on. The Weight of a Treasured Anchor. And this is actually Tim Johnson and Bill Must, not John White.
Time in one's life when you must part with something very close and dear to you, like a treasured relationship.
Look at this. Like, that's supposed to be Ash with a trophy. It's awful.
With person or an object that has become a burden. For years, you and your treasured friend were in sync, marching in perfect step with each other. Then, one day, everything changed. From the outside, everything appeared normal, but you knew something fundamental had shifted internally. You felt differently about that friend or thing. Even though you had always known how to adjust it or talk to them, it was as if you had reached a plateau where the very thing you treasured now stagnated your growth and pulled you down instead of lifting you up. You had to sever that treasured relationship, which had become an albatross around your neck, pulling you in the wrong direction. This was a painful change to make, but you knew it was necessary to...
Like one of those wonderful motivational speeches again, where they yell at us and then they go quiet to wonderful music.
benefit your future progress. You had to give up to go up. Mr. Ashmuferi faced this real-life scenario and followed his mind and heart. He gave up the treasured company that had, in a sense, abandoned him. And instead of trying to patch up the situation, he acted with boldness and courage. He gave up the old to go up with a new company that aligns with his incredible shared dream.
How inspiring! What a proprietary message. Well, you heard it here first. In order to go up, you need to give up, because you know what they say, success comes to those who give up. That's what they say. They say, give up, you go up. Go you know? Remember that episode of South Park with the shake weights? Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. I do. Very, very funny stuff. I think we need to just, take a moment and just kind of shake ourselves off with some dancing diaper babies.
And with innovation, where dreams are born, there's a force that no other is gonna pass it. With the power of technology, we're breaking free, creating a future where success is guaranteed. Ooh, yeah. The Onpassive windows is coming. A revolution that's gonna change the game. From entrepreneurs to dreamers, we'll all rise. Together we'll build a world beyond our the land of innovation, where dreams are born. There's a force like no other, it's called Onpassive. With the power of technology, we're breaking free, creating the future where success is guaranteed. Ooh yeah, the Onpassive thing goes is coming. A revolution that's gonna change the game. From entrepreneurs to dreamers, we'll all rise. Together we'll build a world beyond our wildest dreams.
Yeah. Dancing diaper babies. Always a good dancing time. You guys miss the dancing diaper babies when we don't do them, so I want to bring them to you. So this week's What the Fuck is actually brought to you by Today. Today's episode is brought to you by Today. Because today I actually had to ask myself, what the fuck?
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
WTF. Today's What the Fuck is brought to you by today's Global Update number 2. That's right, there was a new message in the back office today, and it made me go, what the fuck? So, without further ado, Global Update number 2. Global Update number 2. In case you didn't get it the first time. Recap. The SEC matter is fully settled. Survey results show over 90% commitment, and our road ahead is filled with opportunity. Watch the full replay below now. I'm like, please don't boss me around. Just don't. Yeah, global. It's the global update. Thank you for joining Global Update number 2. To everyone who attended yesterday's live Global Update number 2, thank you. Again, if you didn't get it the first time. Your presence and support mean more than words can say, which is funny to say as you're writing a bunch of words that don't mean anything. What was covered was both important and encouraging. And I felt like I had to blow this up a bit. So it says, the SEC matter has been fully settled, closing that chapter so we can move forward without distraction. The strength of our community was recognized, with well over 90% of survey participants confirming their commitment to stay the course with us. The reality was acknowledged that we cannot continue as Onpassive, because that vehicle cannot take us to our big, bold, beautiful shared dream. Not the bold and the beautiful again. And finally, it was emphasized that the road ahead is filled with opportunity. And the best is not behind us. It's about to be revealed. For those who could not attend live, the full replay is available here. And the link for it is live.onpassive.com/SEC, which I found kind of funny. Thank you again for your loyalty, your patience, and your belief in the mission we share. Together, we are moving forward with clarity, strength, and unity. So, there's that. Now that they don't have the distraction of the SEC, what will Ash blame delays on, right? Remember to flush thoroughly after the global update number 2. Please do. Can founders chip in for the SEC fines? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if that would be in violation. I mean, technically, they already have. You know? But apparently, according to Ash, he's got it all covered. He's good to go. So, you know? According to him, he paid the $4 million fine for him. So, that shouldn't even be a worry, apparently. But yeah, obviously this made me go, what the fuck? Because of, you know, this and what this says, what the final judgment actually is. It's interesting the way that they're trying to frame it, and I feel like this isn't much different than the last update, you know? I mean, how many times can you celebrate your fake win? So, of course, that made me say, what the fuck? Very, very loudly to myself as I was reading that. And that is this week's WTF.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure, though. I'm not really sure if that would be a violation. I don't know. Like, I think it would depend on how they chipped in. Like, if they chipped in as a donation, then that might be allowed. Technically, Ash can still be a big cult leader and grifter. Right? It's all running a company that he's not supposed to be doing. That's what he's not supposed to be doing. So before we go for our quick little commercial break here, because we're almost on to the commercial break now, I think we're going to do... Kiss his Ash! Who was kissing Ash this week? Well, everyone was. There's a special person that I want to show you from today. WTF certainly applies to everything you've shown us this far. You know? Ash just needs 35 million O coins. That's right. 35 million. Kiss his Ash. We are hearing from the Onpassive Blessing family group from Sandeep. Sandeep is who was kissing Ash these days. Sandeep says, we have successfully won the SEC case, which was pending in court these days. You know, this is kind of pending in court these days, guys. You know, these days, we just have things pending in court. Completely normal sentence to say. Now, Ash will give us all financial freedom and give us all victory. Hail Onpassive, hail Ash, sir. We are going to take payment at a level no one expected. Congratulations to all. And this would be in violation of the SEC because nobody else is supposed to be promising any kind of payment from Ash Mufara on his behalf. But this person even promises financial freedom. You know? Who is he and she quoting? I have no clue. I have no clue. They probably tried to translate it in AI or something. I don't know. But attached to it was this interesting cartoon as well. So you can see we have a person with a job and then a founder. Because, of course, if you're a founder in Onpassive, you don't need a job, apparently. Because Ash Mufara is about to give you financial freedom. So they're looking at each other. You know, one's on a motorcycle, the other's on a bike. I thought it would be the other way around, but whatever. And then here we go. where now the job is walking and the founder is still on a bike, but I guess he has a car in the background. I don't know. And then here is the founder with an airplane, and the job is all upset. You know? So, just saying, that was made. And I just think that that's a lot of ass kissing. Also, might be getting him into some trouble. Just saying. He won? Well, he thinks he did. If this is win, I don't know what lose is, right? Job has the fastest vehicle, right? It's like Freudian slip or what? Yeah, it might be Job that had the car, and then the founder's like, boom, and I've got the airplane. And I'm like, hey, but this is still a stupid meme. A stupid cartoon, okay? It's a stupid cartoon. But it's just interesting that now they're going back to, okay, now we're about to make a whole bunch of money again. And that's going to get Ash into trouble. It's going to get Ash into a lot of trouble. That is in violation. They're not allowed to promise it either from him. You can't have other people go in promising financial freedom to people on his behalf. That's not allowed. And it's almost like he's created a monster that he can't stop now. So, like, eventually, it will be lots of violations. But I also just want to take out an Uno reverse card. So usually when we do Kiss His Ash, right? It's called Kiss His Ash. But I want to give you a Uno reverse card. And today I want to show you Ash kisses ass as well. You know, we're going to reverse it. I'm going to show you Ash kissing ass, not his own ass. Redfern's ass. And every single time that I tried to get a screenshot of Redfern today, his eyes were closed. Also, when I was trying to get this moment. So we're just going to have to bear with it. And then I went to get his other video, and his eyes were shut again every time I tried. I've only seen Red with his eyes closed today. But here is Red doing a live stream this past week. Redfern, UK, Dick Redford. And as you can see, Ash Mufara donated $100. Yes. And he said, what an exciting moment in life. Thank you, Red. So now he is kissing ass. You know? And I just found that to be very, very interesting. It's almost like the tables have turned a little bit, you know? Ew. Yep. Yuck. Exactly. I just find it funny. He's now giving them all $150 donations as often as possible. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing that if I owed the money that you owe to the SEC. But anyway, tipping all the useful idiots these days. That's right. So that's our Uno reverse. And here is Ash sucking up to Redford, the dick. But it's okay, because as you can see, Red was just eating it up. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. And that is it for Kissing Ash. Yeah, let me know if you guys like the Uno reverse part of that, because then maybe we'll add it in so that anytime that we see, you know, Ash donating, we can throw it in there just for fun. Red finally got his refund. I guess so, right? Right? Insane. Exactly. Do you think Randy would ever donate to Marty $100? Probably not. Probably not at all. I doubt he would. I doubt it very much. Very, very much, actually. Alrighty, so we're going to do a little commercial break. And when I return, we're going to be hearing from Tanya. We're going to be hearing from Susie. And we are also going to be hearing from Redfern. You know, lots and lots of fun. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Today's stream is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but Lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, shit. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh yeah, it's growing fast and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The lizard hose is about 30 bucks. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Nah, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Are you tired of getting screwed over by false promises, bad leadership, and tiny results? Introducing Tiny Dinger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. The only protection you need when dealing with inflated egos and underwhelming performance. Whether it's a shady MLM pitch, a fake AI company, or a man who tells you he's the lord of the internet. Don't get played, get protected. Tiny Dinger Condoms are Onpassive resistant, 100% scam proof. Coated in reality and skepticism for extra protection against cult-like charisma. And hey, if you're gonna get screwed by Ashmufara's vision, at least make sure you're wearing something that actually works. Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. For when the product is imaginary, but the disappointment is real. Now available in Founder Frenzy flavor. Tastes like regret and missed refunds. Located at your local CVS, pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. Is your leader's birthday coming up? Don't just send a card. Send your soul. Introducing Happy Cult Day, the ultimate birthday experience for narcissistic gurus. Because nothing says divine enlightenment like 8 hours of forced gratitude on Zoom. With Happy Cult Day, you'll get a pre-written poem about how your leader changed your life. access to a 9-hour tribute webinar you're required to attend, a royalty-free song you'll awkwardly sing with 300 other blinking followers, and a limited edition e-card with their face on a beam of light, because they're just like Jesus, but better. Add on the birthday worship upgrade to include a tribute video of members crying, children chanting their name, and a slideshow of their humble beginnings. Why celebrate you when you can celebrate him? Again, happy cult day, because in a real cult, it's their birthday every day. Side effects may include financial ruin, loss of autonomy, spontaneous chanting, seal clapping, and sudden belief that Ashmufara invented the internet. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger Diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsors. Now, back to the live stream. Yes, now back to the live stream. Serena says, the host seller seems to break several laws, but the Sharon part didn't get played today. That's my favorite part. Isn't it not in there? I'll have to double check. And if it's not, I will add it back in. I bet Jeffrey Morlock wore Tiny Digger diapers during his 7-hour deposition. Probably. I probably would have. I think it will be fun if we hear what Susie had to say. Susie had a very big announcement for everyone that she wants everyone to listen to. It's called Susie Redirects. #Ashmufara. So listen up, everybody.
Hey everyone, it's Susie McRea, and I'm here just briefly to talk about something that I'm sharing with you. If you feel the way I do and what I'm saying makes sense, then I recommend you share this video. As you know, the last couple
I'm sharing it because what you say doesn't make sense.
Weeks, we have had more information in the back office about upcoming webinars, and then we have had 2 live corporate webinars with Mr. Ashmufara. Those are all in our OES in the back office, along with all the O News and any other statements or announcements that have been made. With that, an increasing number of people are now opening their eyes again to what's going on with us.
Oh, yeah?
And they're reaching out to a lot of us because the information is out there and things are happening. Yesterday, a chapter was closed. Things are wide open. We're moving forward. So people want to know what's going on. If people reach out to me and ask me, hey, what's going on? Can you update me?
Yeah.
My answer is, yes, I can update you. You need to update yourself. And the way you do that is go into the OES, start reading, and start watching. Trust me, if you try to catch people up or update them, you're going to exhaust yourself.
Oh, yeah?
Answering questions, they don't need to ask any questions.
Oh, no, they don't need to ask any questions. Join our business. You don't need to ask any questions. All right?
The question is, update if they want to look for an update and that's the question, they go to the back office under the OES and they start reading and watching the webinars. Redirect, redirect, redirect.
Yeah, you don't get answers.
That's what I'm doing, and I highly recommend you do it.
That doesn't tell them anything, though. Like, it really doesn't. The back office messages don't tell them every single thing that's going on. It's all these cryptic messages about how you have to watch the webinars with Ash, and then that's all cryptic. It's ridiculous.
You know, maybe I'm speaking for a lot of you out there.
Oh, yeah.
My life, my career, personal, professional, if I didn't know something, I dug in and I found an answer.
Oh, did you? Did you? Then why are you accepting Ash's lies about the SEC? How come you aren't looking for what the final judgment actually means then, Susie?
I looked, I read things, I watched things. I was not one of those people who said, nobody trained me, nobody told me, I didn't know.
Get your grandma.
Hold yourself accountable, everybody out there.
That was nice of you to mimic all of them. That was nice of you. Not to mention, this is in English, and most of the people in Onpassive don't speak English. But yeah, mimic them for coming to you. Somebody who positions themselves in a position of power in this thing to find out what's going on. That's a great idea, Susie. We should all take life advice from you. You know, what do I do if one of my friends comes and tells me they're depressed? Do I tickle them and then punch them in the face? Or how do you think I should handle that?
There. You need to be the one to update yourself. The information's there. Ash is giving us the information.
Right?
The way
it really is very Megan Lynch coded, isn't it? Drives me nuts when they do that. Because listen, if you're the leader and people in your group have questions, it's probably because you didn't explain things thoroughly enough for them. It doesn't matter what the reason is. And other people might have those same questions. And if you were about, you know, actually updating people and wanting them to know what was going on, right? You would foster a community where people are asking questions all the time. You wouldn't mimic them and tell them not to ask questions. You would be like, this is a great learning experience that somebody asked this question for everybody. These MLMs are bullshit. They're like, we empower you. Don't ask any questions. Just do what we say. And then when it fails, it's actually your fault. It's not because you were doing what we said and what the business told us to do. It's because you suck. Might sound like a silly question, but is this moldy cult still called Onpassive, or was there a rebrand? They're kind of rebranding it right now. But a lot of people haven't gotten the memo. So they're like in the process of rebranding, you could say. You can't take the scam out of Ash Mufara. No, he can't. Just reveal the price of the products so the sticker shock goes away quickly, right? It's like $3,000 for the rotator.
He deems it necessary at the right time and the proper information.
Mm.
The road is cleared. Things are happening. So as people reach out to you, as people reach out to me, of course, we are helpful. We redirect them.
That's not helpful.
All the updates are back there in the back office. You can also tell them about all the different YouTube channels. You could share those links with them. Tell them to get to those YouTube channels and to subscribe and like to them so they're automatically pop up on their YouTube. That's what I'm doing. That's what I recommend you do. And I would be amiss.
Thanks. You know, we were all at the edge of our seats wondering what to do in this situation. All of us. We were like, we cannot continue until Susie comes out here and talks about redirecting. Like they're children that you have to redirect, right, Susie? Because you look down on everyone.
If I didn't say this, Ash, thank you for yesterday. You kept saying it was going to be boring. Well, you made the boring not boring at all.
Maybe that's the problem. You think that normal adult topics are boring. I get that a lot from people on YouTube too. Like my haters used to be like, your channel's boring. And I'd be like, yeah, you need to be intelligent and have a mature mind to sit through some of the topics. Yeah, that's, you know.
We appreciate you letting us know all that information. We love you.
He didn't really tell you anything. And what he did tell you, you didn't hear properly.
And we're looking for.
They're like, all we have to do, guys, is say that Onpassive is a private business, and then we can just keep going. And it's like, actually, that's not at all what that says. And maybe you should get Ash to get his lawyers to explain it all to him again. Because that doesn't at all. That's not the loophole. You seem to think it is, but it's not.
Forward to what's ahead. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Share this video with others. Because if people are getting swamped with people asking what's going on, update me. Redirect, redirect, redirect. That's the word of the day. Redirect to the OES. Okay, you guys. I'll see you soon. Love you all. Mwah.
Ew. In consent. In consent, Susie. Love you all. She says, we're family. But if you have a question, go read the back office and watch these 7 hours of webinars to figure out the answer. I won't help you. You should have been plugged in. Great family. Gotta love it. You know, sometimes you do have to tell family to fuck off, you know? I suggest doing that in this case with this family. Speaking of women that drive you nuts and Onpassive, by the way, let's go! Woo! That's right, Tanya! Tanya made an appearance again. First, of course, Tanya had to make an appearance in Success with Ash Mufara. Yay, right on time for Tanya. That's right, Scam Chan. Great job. Great job. Definitely watch the rest, though. We had a great time. And this FriYAY is going quite well. It's very straight to the point, as I like it. Success with Ash Mufara is the name of the group now. In case you guys missed it this week, because I get some of you guys get busy through the week. So you come here for the updates. That's totally cool with me. That's why I do these every couple weeks, because they've been every couple weeks now, because I feel like there's not enough if we're doing them every week almost. But they've changed this group, this new Facebook group, you know, since they all got kicked out of Onpassive Nation by Marty. They had to all come together somewhere else on Facebook. So they made this Facebook group, which was called something else. It's escaped me. Please, if you remember, put it in the chat. It's escaped my brain right now for some reason. But they've renamed it to Success with Ash Mufara. And so, of course, Tanya had to come and make an appearance, you know, almost like marking her territory, if you will. Hello, sweet. Good to see you. Just got home from your Just Over Broke. Great timing. So yeah, they've renamed it to Success with Ash Mufara, just so that we're all on the same page. It's the same group, the new one that they've been promoting all over the place, just renamed. Still not really sure why they renamed it. Maybe they thought it would make it harder for us to find it, because they think that none of us are in there. I don't know. So many questions, as always. But Tanya came in to say,
Folks, I hope you are reading Red's post, and he will probably make one tomorrow morning, UK time.
because the UK only has one time zone. And that's UK time, of course. Just like the US is Eastern. They call it US time.
Just be aware that we are moving on to some serious times, and the postings in our group will need to reflect that.
Like, yeah, okay.
We need to leave in the past all those narratives about Onpassive.
Imagine Tanya making you put New Direction Company all in capital letters.
There is no place for them in the future we have in front of us. It might look harsh, but that is the reality. The next webinar with Ash will probably give more clarity about it. But this group is looking forward, not turning back.
Again, could have fooled me because all of the posts are the same. They're all just like, we stand with Ash. I love Mr. Ash Mufara, sir. Sir, Lord of the Internet. Like, you wouldn't know the difference.
There is no need. We learned a lot being part of Onpassive. There is no need to lose any of that. It's a part of us now.
And I'm like, poor you.
But we need to change the narrative and get ready for the new platform.
Again, I'm like, it's a platform too? Like, I don't remember them saying that, but okay, a new platform again. She really sounds like Darth Vader.
Please do not miss the next webinar with Ash, live or recording. Never mind. Just be updated of everything that is happening now.
Nice of her. And then, of course, she leaves this picture of leave the past behind. That's all it says. Nothing that proprietary. Yes, that is how she sounds, no doubt. Let's leave that it's a scam in the past. Exactly. This woman, Tanya, is insufferable, and it's not just because I gave her that voice, I promise you. Same vision, same scam, pretty much. Learned a lot? Really? I know. You wouldn't know because they're all acting the exact same. And what could they have learned? Right? It's like, you learn patience, I'll give you that. That might be something that they learned. But not only did Tanya share this, within the group, she then felt the need to share it again. This time, of course, on her personal page, because it's very important that you hear what she has to say, of course.
It was a long day for my eyes, folks. But let me share this post with you all.
I doubt she has many people on her personal Facebook that are not in success with Ash Mufara who give a fuck. I'm sure that all of the people on her personal Facebook saw that and they were like, you could have just kept that in your group or wherever you fucking posted it originally. We're good. Thank you. Also, I'm not really sure how the public thing goes because the Success with Ash is allegedly a public group, but you have to apply to join it. Meaning that they have to accept your invitation, right? That way they think that they're weeding us out. So therefore, even if you put it as public, I'm kind of like, if you're not in the group, do you see that post? I don't believe you would if you were just on her personal Facebook and then you weren't in the Success with Ash Mufara group. You would just see this part I'm reading to you now, and then it would be like, post not available for you to view. So I just find that kind of funny. I just thought I'd throw that out there in the middle of this, as I almost died from doing her voice a moment ago. Forgive me. But anyway, let's continue.
But let me share this post with you all, as from tomorrow, some things will change in the new group.
Tanya's like, I'm in there now, so I am going to be a huge bitch.
We are moving on to a more professional look of the group. Things in OES are getting more and more exciting.
I'm like, did I miss the excitement? Where is that happening at? Because I've read all the messages and they're fucking boring, is what, especially the last ones, Lord.
From tomorrow on, we will be very selective about what kind of posts we let in. Please don't feel offended. Rather, help us keep that group professional and business oriented. Our CEO is watching our moves.
Big Brother is watching you.
He suggested the change of the name.
Yeah, Ash Mufara came to you and he was like, instead of calling this whatever the fuck it was called before, he said, you should call this Success with Ash Mufara and make it all about me. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Also, maybe you should have kept that to yourself. That actually says a lot about him right now. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
So we need to be at the level he would want us to be and be grateful for his support. It's time to look to the future in front of us and leave the past in the past. Please be sure to visit/watch the webinar on August 21st. Good luck, everyone. Heart.
Not even a real heart. The typed out heart on the keyboard. Lord. So, very, very important stuff that Tanya had to say here, But like I said, I don't know if everyone would have seen this on her personal Facebook, but that thought does make me laugh. So I guess it is good she reiterated it again in that post. But I can't wait to see how Tanya is going to treat everybody in the Success with Ash Mufara group. She's probably upset that she doesn't already have the badge of being one of the best posters in the group. Because, you get badges now on Facebook for posting a lot and liking people's stuff and whatnot. And she seemed pretty proud of all of her badges when she was in Onpassive Nation, which she's now been stripped of in this new group. But she is still admin, so that will be interesting. I cannot wait for all of that. Great fun for all. And that is it for this week's episode of Tanya Posts. So, can't wait. I really can't. I'm sure Tanya's going to be super duper nice to everybody and everyone's going to love her. And she will ask everyone nicely to put New Direction Company in all capital letters. Just saying. I really thought Tanya was sick of being admin, but it turns out she just didn't want to be Marty's admin. Aha. Exactly. Exactly, right? I've dealt with tons of scammers in my life and never understood how they show their faces in public like everything is normal. The funny thing about MLMs too, and like these crypto schemes and all of this though, is that they also come with a whole community of like this hustle culture community. And while you're in that world, you're taught that this stuff is normal. Even to MLM hop is normal. And is considered completely, like, totally fine, right? Like, they'll go and try to cross-recruit. They'll go and try to steal people's teams off of each other. It's ruthless. So it's almost like within their community, this weird culture that they've created, you aren't embarrassed of these things. It's quite normal to be in one MLM and to say, this is the only MLM you'll ever make money in. And then literally 3 days later, having left that one, you're in a brand new one. And now you're telling your community, this one is the one that will be the best MLM ever. You should all join. It's just kind of like accepted. It's weird. I agree. I don't understand it much either. But people seem to eat it up. And it's not only in MLMs, like this kind of thing like happens all the time, this erasure and rewriting history. You know, like I've seen live, even drama live streams where something has happened right in front of everyone's face. And then a few days later, the person comes live and they say, that never happened. And the whole chat is like, you're absolutely right. That never happened. And it's like, we all watched it. What do you mean? It's almost like they do that in MLMs with that kind of thing. It just becomes normalized. It's all just normal. Or the professionalism. Where's that? Yeah, like that wasn't too professional there, Tanya. Thank you. Onpassive is more dead than a cadaver abandoned. Oh my. Dead product slowly released. Tanya can't rebrand herself. It will be hard for all of them to at this point. Imagine Ash being your sleep paralysis demon. That would put me into a sleep paralysis if I did that. Overload the rotator already. Yeah, I actually saw that. I saw that with their last live stream. They actually posted up posts that were saying go to these following channels instead. What was that about? Did it stop working? Like what was that all about? I found that to be kind of weird. I'm sure that that's what you're talking about as well. You know, Gersmander was one of the people that did that. So it's just so weird. I'm like, what did you guys break it? Free trial run out? What happened? Oh my God, the hustle culture community is so on point. That is what it is, and it's weird. And then it overlaps into a bunch of other communities too. And trust me, none of them have critical thinking skills either. It's like, that's what it is. Like, that's the issue with this whole thing, is that it's like once you put your foot in the door to this type of community, it's like you give up your autonomy and you give up your critical thinking skills. And it teaches you to not seek out more information, to just believe in some guru that tells you whatever, you know, like, oh, we're going to launch a product tomorrow, and then it never comes. And then it also teaches you to, again, just kind of ignore these things and go, oh, well, and keep trucking on. And it's a dangerous way of thinking, right? We should not be promoting anything that has you thinking like that. Fucks up your thinking. Also, they can walk around because nobody outside of the MLM chamber knows who they are. They make a fuss like you're a celeb only for a shock everywhere. The hustle culture community, probably. Telling a coach or high-rank hun with all the awards and celeb status in the cult with an overinflated ego, you've never heard of them, and it's getting amusing. Yep. And then you have people like Ash who they have never heard of, but he's like, no, everyone's actually scared of my existence. You get both sides of that coin. Too much data for the rotator. The free trial ran out, Jelly says. It was probably that. I'm just saying. Speaking of things running out, I don't know what's going on with Mr. Redfern, but I thought that we would go and check it out because his latest live was called Time to Refocus on the Prize. And I'm sure we're all wondering what the prize is, because it sure as hell won't be commission payments. So I don't know why they think they're going to have time freedom, financial freedom, or anything of the like, but whatever. Let's check it out. Did you seriously just do that to us? Okay, so you're there. Hi, Red. And then you hit it? Why? Why would you do that? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. What's that?
Hi, everybody. Hello. How are you? Good to be here, as always.
I was doing a lot better before you put the timer on, Red.
Today is Friday, 22nd of August. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are, getting ready for the weekend here in the UK. We've got a bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, it's only the weekend in the UK, right?
Labor Day, so a 3-day weekend for most people, except for me and Jane, actually, because we're working on Sunday. But anyway, doesn't really matter. We've got a lot going on here in the dock.
Well, it kind of does matter, because maybe if Ash had launched Onpassive 5 years ago, you wouldn't be working on Sunday. Do you ever think about that, Red? Are you and Jane ever working and you're like, man, this man has had me working for the last several years while promising me that I would not have to work? Does that ever cross your mind? I'm just wondering.
In Gloucester, there's a classic car show tomorrow, and it's called a Retro Festival. So looking forward to that. Let's bring you up to date then. As far as your OES is concerned, nothing new there, but the link is still there. So if you have not seen our webinar from yesterday, the global update number 2, that is there in your back office. If you navigate to O News 10, scroll down, the link is there, and it will take you to one of the 8 YouTube channels that it was streamed on. Whichever one you land on, okay, please give it a subscribe and also ring that bell so you'll be notified if they upload any more videos onto their channel. Obviously, it's on this channel as well. Okay, if you haven't already liked and subscribed to this one, please do so. It will certainly help to increase that subscription. And the more subscribers we have, guys, the more we will be able to spread the word of the next.
Well, the more money you make on YouTube, right? That is true. I feel like a lot of the reason why you guys really want subscribers is because deep down inside, you know that that's the only way that you're going to get paid out of anything to do with Onpassive or Ash Mufara.
Phase of this business. Now, I'm not doing a recap today. A lot of reasons for that, but the main reason really is because our CEO certainly said enough yesterday that was understandable. But I do want to talk about other things, and the reasoning why I came to time to refocus on the prize. Why did I think of that topic for today? Normally I've got some notes, normally I've done a bit of research, but today very much ad lib. So let's hope I don't disappoint. And the reason that I think it's very important right now, today and moving forward, to refocus on your prize is because with the SEC case, it's been ongoing, hasn't it, for an awful long time, 2-3 years probably.
What do you mean probably? August 11th, 2023, they posted up the litigation release announcing it. Which I believe it was either filed on that day or the day before, but I usually go by that day. I think that's the most fair, and that's the day that I hold it to, because to me, I can't expect you to know about it before that day. That's not really fair of me to do. But then after they post up the litigation release, then you have no excuse for not seeking out that information. It's right there. You know, maybe you don't do the whole court listener thing like I do. And you don't like get the documents off Pacer and stuff. But when you have the litigation release out, you know, like, then it's online. It's public now. And they usually post up any documents that you need to read with it. So it's like, then you don't really have an excuse. You can't really be like, oh, I was ignorant, because then, yeah, it is partially your fault for not seeking out that information. See, this is why you have to keep your critical thinking skills sharp. Because you have to be able to, if somebody says to you, do not look up this information, you have to be able to then think in your mind, that's really weird. How come this person won't let me seek this information for myself? How come I can't see the evidence? And then you should go seek that information, especially in something like this, you know?
And it is kind of been that black cloud hanging over all of us, more so especially our CEO, Ash Mufareh. And with the update that we had yesterday from him, I really feel now that that dark cloud, that thing that was heavy on top of us, sort of pushing us down.
Because I have a feeling that the migration will be done any moment now.
A little bit, has been completely lifted. Because it's been completely lifted, and because we haven't got that...
It hasn't been lifted. Lord.
Distraction anymore. And let's face it, guys, it was a distraction.
You're spreading misinformation. It wasn't lifted, it was settled. They basically said to him, listen, if you agree to these things, we won't do the jury trial. Do you agree to them? At first, Ash said no. No, I don't agree. Let's do it. And then there was the deposition, and there was a bunch of get ready for the trial. Then Ash realized that he was going to have to pay his lawyers through all of it. And he went, holy crap, this is going to take like another year now. I don't want to do that. So then he reached out to them and said, you know that settlement offer that you gave me that we can agree on and then this will be over? Okay, I agree to it. But let's work some things out. Like, can we mediate it a bit? And they were kind of nice and said, sure, I guess so. And then they reached like a final agreement with it. That's how it happened. And you guys keep acting like you're innocent, but I have to ask you, when have you ever been fined when you were innocent? I don't drive. I've never driven. But if you get a traffic ticket, fine, and you go to fight it at the DMV courts, because in the US or the UK or wherever, right, you go to fight that ticket, do they go, oh, you're innocent, so you should pay that fine? Is that how that works? No. You pay the ticket, the fine, if you did the thing. You'll notice Ash Mufareh was fined $4 million, and then Onpassive was fined $4 million, made to pay over $26 million in disgorgement, and then another $1 million in, like over $1 million in interest on that, basically. And the interest is so high because it goes from, again, the date that this was first filed up until the date that the final judgment's agreed on. All right, there's interest that accumulates on that disgorgement money. So they figured out what the interest would be, and that's what that is. All right, that's the pre-disgorgement interest. And then if he fucks up and violates, then starting from the day that the final judgment was filed, they do what's called post-judgment interest. Because then it's almost like the bill starts back up again. And that's why it's not good for Ash to violate this. This isn't just gone now. Ash is actually like kind of their bitch for the next 8 years. It's like being on probation. All right, where they're like, listen, these are the things that you have to follow. You know, it's not just like, oh, okay, you can go home now. You're innocent. That's not what happened. And the way that Red's talking about it here is like, they went, oh, sorry for bothering you, Mr. Mufareh. You just got to pay $4 million and it will all go away. And he was like, okay. Like, that's how they see it. It's so warped.
Doesn't matter how you butter it up. It doesn't matter how you spin it. Having this SEC case for all of us, but especially our Ash Mufareh, has been a distraction. He actually said this as well, didn't he, yesterday? If you've watched the webinar. Now that has been lifted, that is another massive line in the sand that we can tick off. It is not a distraction anymore. So it really is now time for us to refocus on why we are here, what we are trying to achieve. Personally, I'm talking about now, not about the business. I'm talking about why we are here and what we are trying to achieve.
Yeah, more of a cult. Lovely. Love that for us all.
Some of us have gone by the wayside a little bit. Some of us have been distracted in all sorts of areas. Some of us have actually gone and done other stuff, which is absolutely understandable. And you know, you do what you have to do. That's not my bag, and I certainly know for many of you people out there, you certainly are 100% dedicated, focused, aligned with our CEO. All you people, whatever you've done and all the rest of it, I really feel now it is time to refocus on that prize. Now, this is where I come in and talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. I thought that our CEO was open, honest, transparent about what happened in that SEC case. I thought it was interesting as well.
I don't think you're a good judge of that, because when he said far less and been way less transparent, you've also claimed him to be open and transparent. So I can't trust your gauge of that. Sorry.
That I've read that case. It's on the open market. You can all go and read it.
Did
There's
you?
no hiding it. You know, it is on the internet and every.
Well, did you actually comprehend what you were reading, or?
Everybody can read it.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of formal words in there. There's a lot of courtroom jargon that only really lawyers understand. And for our CEO to come out and lay it pretty bare of what's happened to him, what he's allowed to do.
I will agree that only lawyers can really say for sure what those documents say, but I don't think it takes a lawyer to understand them. Your lack of intelligence is showing.
And how we are moving forward without any restrictions whatsoever really is part of that weight lifted off our shoulders, part of that dark cloud, isn't it? Knowing that we still have our CEO at the helm, knowing he is still in charge, that he's not just a figurehead and somebody else is running the show. No. That was not what was said yesterday. I will reiterate what he said. He is not allowed to be part of any public company for 8 years. Do you think that what we are going to in the next phase is going to be a public company? And the answer to that is no. It is a private company. And this is why we will have our CEO at...
You're an idiot. The only way that that would be true is if you all got hired by Ash as like a direct sellers and got paid an hourly wage for a private company. Okay, the second that you're out here and then you're expected commissions and you're recruiting, it doesn't constitute a private company. He can only lead a private company if he gets funding. Yeah. Well, they'd probably fund it.
The helm, guiding us, building for us a fantastic future. So we need to keep our eyes laser focused on our own goals, our prize at the end of it, staying the course. I've been using this terminology for 2 years now, how I want you guys to stay the course with me so that when we get going, we are going to reap all of those benefits of our loyalty, of our trust in Ashmi Farah, of us being aligned with what he is trying to do, and be on that starting line to get going again once more. He talked about the old business. He talked about Onpassive. He talked about how that vehicle is kaput. It is broken. Is it still there? Yeah, it is. It's on the hard shoulder. I can see it. It's over there, but it ain't going anywhere. And that is exactly what is happening with Onpassive. It is not going anywhere. Why? Because there's other things that need to be set right.
You and Tanya should have had a conversation before you went live. According to her, Onpassive is over.
With that company. It's about the things that are behind the scenes that need to be rectified, need to be straightened out, that are separate from the SEC case. And I know that our CEO will make good on all of his promises that he has ever given to us. So when people saying, oh, that's it then, there's no more Onpassive, we've lost everything we worked for and all the rest of it. No, no, no. That is not what he is saying. What he's saying is
no, Red. And that's what the SEC is saying.
That vehicle is staying where it is. We needed to find a new vehicle to get to our goals. This is why we need to refocus now to get into that new vehicle and get going to that goal, which has not changed, by the way, from the Onpassive to this new vehicle to the ultimate destination.
But it can't be an MLM, Red. And Ash said it changed. So, like, what are you talking about today? Did you even listen to Ash the other day? I know you were there.
He's going to sort all the bits out. Don't you worry about that. Everything that is a bit messy at the moment, that's on hold at the moment, that is frozen at the moment, all of this will be sorted out. And everybody will.
How are you so sure? Just because Ash says so?
Be happy. We've learnt a lot. We've learnt a hell of a lot from what happened, from what went wrong, the mistakes that were made, the trust, the
business. Never about the money you make, just about what you learned.
Things that we gave people that were mishandled and misused. Those kind of mistakes are not going to happen again. Is the vehicle Onpassive still there? Yes, it is. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be fixed. Are we going to use that vehicle again? We'll have to see in the future. It could be a classic. It could be something
so profound. Thank you so much for breaking that down for us, Red.
That can be admired, but not used. We're not going to do too many miles in that vehicle anymore, but it might be running again. So let's just wait and see. What we need to do at the moment is refocus. We need to look ahead at that clear road that our CEO talked about yesterday. All the obstacles now are gone.
Hey, really?
We're not going through chicanes. We haven't got roadblocks. We haven't got landslides that we have to redirect and all the rest of it. We've got a brand new.
No, it just blew up. You got nothing now.
More modern, better efficient vehicle that we are using now to take us to that next phase. This is where our refocus needs to come in. The reasons we started in this business. Get excited once more for what is going to be happening. Energize your buds of excitement because things are starting to happen. We know things are happening. Susie did a fantastic video today, Susie McRea, Only 4 minutes, but that was sufficient. She was telling me on the video, telling you guys the same. People are starting to wake up again. People are starting to ask questions. People want to.
Where are these people? Can the rest of us see them, or is it only you and Susie that see them, Red?
Know more again. Why? They're getting the buzz. They can feel it, that things are starting to happen again. What was her advice? Redirect. Don't spend your time
And Red, do you do things this quickly when Jane asks you to do them? I'm just wondering. Susie was like, redirect, and Red was like, all right, I'll do a video right now to redirect.
Trying to answer questions when all the answers are in your OES. This is part of the reason that our CEO numbered them. O News 1 to 10. Our webinars.
They're in order. It's a little redundant.
1 and 2 now. They will continue. 3, 4, 5. So that you can easily redirect people to specific places.
Red lives on a boat. He's on a boat. It's a canal boat in England.
Places that they can find very easily and get updated. It is not up to us to update people. It's up to people to update themselves. And I loved what she had to say. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It's going to be up on this channel as well, but go over to Susie's. I've put a link back to hers. Please like and subscribe. So in essence, now is the time to really start refocusing on your whys, refocusing on that dream, refocus on the goal of what you can achieve. Our CEO is going to give us something that we are going to be so proud of, excited about. It's going to be revolutionary. It's going to be ahead of its time with all of
the bar is so low.
Of the best value digital products and services that are ahead of the game. It is then up to us to utilize the system and to go and get our dreams. I'm certainly going to go full tilt as fast as I possibly can to get what I think I deserve. I'm not going to expect anything. I'm going to do whatever I can to get it. When people say to me, is the company going to do this? What about bonuses? Am I going to get this? Is this happening? Do I have to do anything? On all the rest of it, I actually don't know. But why would I want to put that into somebody else's lap when it's my business? Why not me take control of what I can do to better myself with the business that I am going to have? I'm certainly going to learn as much as I can. I'm certainly going to utilize as much as I can with this new phase so that I can reach the levels of what I want to desire. And remember, guys, everyone's levels are different. Everyone's dreams are different. Everyone's goals are different. And what mine are completely different to somebody else. One size certainly doesn't fit all.
No matter what they are, you won't reach them here. So,
but one thing is true. This business is for everybody. Everybody can utilize this business. There is no qualification. There is no, you need this or you need that. No, it is going to be there for everybody to use. You heard in the last webinar, we know about 2 products we're going to have, the survey and the rotator. Both of those could be used and utilized.
Yeah, and that sucks. I'm just saying, shitty products.
as a resale for us to make commissions. But what did our CEO say? It took very little time to make them. Let's give it to people for free.
I'm not surprised.
Don't you think that that is going to be a fantastic incentive for so many people, if nothing else, to come and have a look? Just put your name down on this. Come on in. You can have these two for nothing and you can utilize them.
Oh, yeah, because that worked out so well with O Tracker, O Trim, O Mail, and O Net, right? You even threw in O Connect for free and still didn't get more people interested, but I'm sure it'll work this time with O Rotator and O Survey. Yeah, no, for sure, Red. Don't worry, guys. This time it's going to work.
See what else we have to offer. These two are free. Help yourself. Use them. Unlimited. Just crack on. Use them. Doesn't matter. But we've also got these. We'll be able to put them part of bundles. Buy this, get these two free, etc. This is where we need to refocus on our dreams and start getting our thinking caps on about how we can utilize the system to make the best out of this business that we possibly can.
And don't worry, there's no rush. You got 8 years.
Is there going to be marketing done for us? Yeah, I'd have thought there will be. Is there going to be specific?
No, actually, you're going to have to do the marketing. And even then, I think that's a violation. But I know he definitely can't. Ash isn't allowed to market.
Targeted traffic for all of us. Yeah, there probably will be. But I don't know. But I'm not going to do my business in the hope that that is going to be there. I would much rather be a person that grips it by its horn tightly with both hands, dig my heels in and say, right, let's get going. I've been waiting 8 years to get my teeth into something. I've believed in this journey, in this business, in the mission statement of our CEO. I'm aligned with what he wants and what he's trying to achieve. And it's now our turn to do our part. And part of that is to do our very, very best to be successful for ourselves with the ability that you have, and combine that with what the company is going to do. You are going to be successful. It's a guarantee that you will be successful.
And you can't guarantee success, especially in something like this that's illegal. They're already breaking the laws. So how do you do that? We don't even know the name of this thing yet.
With what we are going to have in this next phase. So refocus, guys. Now that weight is off our shoulders. Now another line is drawn in the sand that we can move over from. Look down the road, clear as daylight, the new car, and we can hit that accelerator to the floor, and we can steam on forward to the next phase. There really is now nothing holding us back. I can feel it in our CEO that he is eager to get going. I can feel it in us. We are eager to get going again. And I would not be surprised if things start happening thick and fast.
You're always surprised.
But refocus, re-energize, look at where you want to be, and you will certainly be able to aspire to it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Tomorrow might do a little live on just on Facebook. We've got a classic car retro on here, as I said, so I might do a little live from that. Sunday, Jane and I are working. Monday, we will be doing a Monday Fun Day, but next week might be a bit up and down because I will be getting ready for Jane's party next Saturday. So if I miss a day, I apologize. If not, then obviously I will post it out as normal. So you just have to bear with me a little bit on that. But apart from that, guys, keep an eye out on your OES. I would not be surprised if we see more things there Whether they're old news, whether they are updates, I don't know. But I certainly know I can feel a bit of electricity in the air at the moment. That's it from me. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for that, Red. You know, we couldn't move on without your update. We really needed your recap. How long will the founders go without seeing anything of substance before they start grumbling about nothing happening? Probably not as long. I hope. I hope that they're not actually like, yeah, we're okay with waiting for 8 more years. I feel like most of them don't realize it's going to be 8 years. Recapitalize our man Ash. He needs a fresh influx of your funds. Processing funds the Ash way, right? Can't wait to see, Red. We'll be waiting a long time, probably. Serene, probably another 8 years at least, if I had to guess. Lordy, that was a lot. That was a lot from Red. Telling you. Never gets any better. He's just as dry as always. Does his little recap, although I felt like he didn't even listen to what Ash said. He's like, I read the documents. Did you, Red? Did ya? Because if you actually read them, you would know that Ash was hiding a lot of information. And you should be wondering to yourself, why did he do that? I would be if I were you. I would be like, why didn't he just tell them the whole thing? Why doesn't he read it with them? Like, if it's not that big of a deal and it's not going to stop us and it doesn't affect us in any way, what's the problem? What's the issue? You know? Year or 2 before the grumbling is heard, yeah, probably. I mean, they're all so excited right now. It is now time for our very last segment, which is a story time from Onpassive. And this story time is a little bit of a recap, if you will. But it should be fun nonetheless. So everybody get comfy. You know, get on your jammies. It's like 8:15 here. Almost. You know, it's getting late, I guess. So get comfy. And get ready for
a story time from Onpassive.
Story time from Onpassive, of course. Today's story is called Rotten Fruit. And it is a little bit of a video. Story time music. So get ready. Everybody ready? You all comfy? Got your tea and everything? All right. Here we go.
On the fruit, or we want to argue with the guard? And been working on it well over than a year ago. Even before the fall down of the team. Let me be very clear for those who think like, oh, you're shut down, you failed. No. Onpassive didn't fail. It shattered records. We know all of that. We've got everything. It's only a deliberate choice of doing better. The focus is not Onpassive. The focus is the dream. Do you want the fruit, or do we want to argue with the guard? Okay, I want the fruit. Keep your eye on the fruit. That didn't change. Can I operate on Onpassive? There's no restriction. Is it wise? Is it good? So when I said only God can shut down Onpassive world, no, God didn't shut down Onpassive. God showed us a better way. He said, hey, yeah, you're sweet, Ash, okay, and team. You're doing your best, all of that. But I see your heart. I see your work. I'm going to give you a better way. And I'm going to boost you, just like what happened last night. Overnight, an application. No breath wasted. You think that's my work? Call it the cult. Call it what you call it. I'd rather to be good with my God, my Lord, my Creator, than any of those garbage insects. Do you want the fruit, or do we want to argue with the guard?
That's right. Do you want the fruit, Or do you want to argue with the guard? A story about the Ashmufara cult. And that is it today for
a story time from Onpassive.
That is also it for today's FriYAY. Happy FriYAY, everyone! I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing weekend. Please do check out the Jahek.com blog. I did post up another blog on there, so go and check it out. Very, very important information. Might help you understand a little bit about what's going on here as well, which is kind of my goal with these blogs and the writing I'm doing on my community tab, is to also help open your eyes as to what's going on here. Well, I lost 25 founder positions at $97 each, but at least he is Ash and he is my friend. Right? At least there's that. Don't ever forget it. Onpassive shattered Onpassive records. They were internal records that no one else has ever recorded in any other company, right? Like longest time to launch a product in the history of the world, right? Cult. That's right. Oh, Lord, this guy needs a good slap, doesn't he? I mean, I wouldn't say that about many people, but he's a little too high on himself, which is why this thing is turning into a cult now. It's kind of creepy. And we are going to keep on watching it. So have a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I love all of your faces, and I hope that you all are ready for Monday, because we're going to be talking about another MLM on Monday. I thought that on Monday we would actually take a look at Lev.ai, which is Marty's new venture, but it's also the new venture of Randy Schroeder and some other familiar faces, and we would just be seeing what they are doing. I also want to do an update on day outs in the next couple weeks, and I want to do an update on Vibe. So stay tuned for those things besides Onpassive, and I'll see you all very, very soon with another one. Thanks, everybody. Have a fabulous night and weekend.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
Bye.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Shining bright into the future, we rise high.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
Friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I put on. Her debate with 3-minute Ash. Another Queen of Karma person. Asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all more than one. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy Man talking about their experiences.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name's Ashton Potter.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's down there.
My name's Ashton Potter, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Kaya.